What's up everyone, how's it going? In this game we have Faye as our teal Byzantine player, going for a very standard opener. Nice split, by the way. That was actually really nice split right there. Over here, spawning in the northeastern side of Dry Arabia. Yes. Why doesn't that sound? Yes. I have no idea why that did not sound correct at all. Spawning in the northeastern side of Dry Arabia, we have Avely as our purple Malians. So with Faye, she is going for a very standard opener now of 2 cistern, pull 5 villagers, throw them onto stone, have 2 villagers build your 2 cisterns and the aqueducts, get those up and running very quickly in order to get your level 2 cistern fully operational in the Dark Age, 10% bonus gather rate, and the positioning on these are extremely good, by the way. So as you can see, it does get both. I would have liked the positioning of this a little bit better. She could have actually put it right here in between the 2 of them. That way you only have 1 mining camp for the 2 for the gold and for the stone. But oops, sorry. Wow, why is this jumping so much? As I was saying, that covers both of those, plus it obviously covers the TC up here. It gets a little bit of the wood line, which is fine, because when they do walk in and out, it does linger for a little bit. So as long as you put the lumber camp like right here or even right here, it'll be pretty beneficial for a huge portion of the game. Not only that, but you also have all your straggler trees and the berries. So this is really good positioning for the 2 cisterns right off the rip. Over here for our Malian, obviously they only have 1 build. That's it. They have 1 opener. There's nothing else from there for them. Pit mine, 6 houses. Queue everything up to food. That's literally it. That's all the Malians have in terms of build orders, or build openers. Not much to talk about over here at all. The only difference is how many villagers do they pull in order to build their Mansa. We see anywhere between 4 to like 8. It depends on the player. There's not much there. The standard number is 6 though. Pull them onto the Mansa quarry. That's it. Like, there's nothing at all to talk about the Malians in terms of openers. Very rarely, and I don't even think this happens in Conqueror 3 necessarily. If it does, it's like 1 in a few hundred games you'll see them open with the Sahara Trade Network, which I absolutely love, and this is a decent positioning in order to place it like right here. Trade, good enough. But yeah, actually I wouldn't mind seeing that against, no, it's too risky. It's actually too risky to do it against the Byzantine, because if they scout it, they could go Keshik, or they could even go longbow and try to deny it outright with that. But anyways, we do have the Grand Winery coming down for our Byzantine with 4 villagers currently on it. 3 villagers, or the villagers on gold, have been pulled off and thrown onto stone, which means we're going to see a 2 TC play. I kind of don't like that positioning on the lumber mill though. Like I said, it would have been better right here. That way they walk in and out of the buff area. Get that 10%. There's a lot of sheep carcasses there. But even then, I think this might still be fine. They should still be walking in and out. It's when they start getting the wood line right here that, or the wood on this side, where it's not really going to be beneficial. Age up comes through. 4 on food. That's all you need in order to keep up consistent villager production. Warrior Scout coming over here, doing what Warrior Scout do. 2nd pit mine coming up for our Malian over here on the far eastern side. That's not a safe pit mine at all. Villagers do get pulled off of the berries, and we see the amazing border settlement coming through. Where are your houses though, Faye? Okay. Only 2 houses have been positioned, and this one's not in that good of a position, but let's just check this out. I really love seeing this. Boom. Look at that vision. That's insane. I get your border settlements, guys and gals in chat. Barracks coming down. Not, wait, is that in the influence? There's no way of telling if that's in the influence. Wait, yeah, I think that is. Yeah, that is in the influence. Second TC coming down in between the gold and stone, or not. Second TC going to be coming down over here at the berries instead. No Lamentinite out yet. Harden hasn't been upgraded either. Over here with our Malian player currently sitting on 4 scouts and already built for warrior scouts, that is, not just your normal run-of-the-mill scouts. And the settle, ooh, are they going to be able to snipe out? Barely unable to kill the Byzantine scout. But we do see the cattle ranches being produced right now for Avely. Currently sitting only on 1, but 2 mills. 1 cattle ranch, 2 mills. Second TC coming up for Faye Chan pretty damn soon. Third cistern on its way as well. A little bit of poking in with just the warrior scouts. They will be able to take this fight. Keep in mind though, what's it called? Akuratai? Akratoa can be used once, and I've talked about this before too. Once you get textiles, your villagers have 75 health. Akratoa increases the amount of damage they do by 2, and it also increases their armor by 2. Or their armor and weapons by 2 for 30 seconds. So you get some tanky freaking villagers after you get textiles. Like, they could actually deal a decent amount of damage, and they're able to fight like really, really well once you get textiles. So, okay, look at your hardened Lamentinite. They're at 100 health, no armor, 8 damage. Look at your... If you look at your villagers... Oh, why does it only show torch damage? Let's see. I want to see regular damage. I think their base damage is 6. Yeah, I'm pretty sure their base damage is 6. So, sitting on 6 base damage with the +2 and +2 armor, they're mini spearmen. Like, obviously they don't get the bonus to cavalry or anything like that, but they do 8 damage. They have 2 melee armor, 75 health. They could chunk. Like, they could chunk them pretty good. Anyways, over here, getting a few more cattle ranches up. A lot of villagers are on wood at the moment. Currently sitting on 10. Few more just getting the archery ranges, building the infrastructure, getting ready for the inevitable age up, which will be coming through. Ooh, well, he's a little delayed just because he has been building warrior scouts. That's 4 warrior scouts. I believe 80 food each. 90 food each, 360, or well, he only built 3 more. So that's 270 food that has been used in that. And look at these walls coming in right here. Full walls. Actually, yeah, that's going to be fully walled off as right there as well. Full walls coming over here on the northwestern side of Faye Chan's base, as well as potential walls coming down over here on the eastern. Ooh, that's a really close. Oh, those are Sipahi. Oh, but you do get the French crossbows. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Those, wait. Is she going up to 3 TC? It sure does look like that. Where are you going to plant the 3rd TC? Right on top of the Silk Road Mercenary. That's fine. Villager going to get picked off, even though there's some Lamentinize right there in order to deny this. No? Okay. So instead just uses all the stone that she did farm up right now on getting up to level 5 cistern, and then the aqueducts themselves as well. This is full coverage now. She's gonna have full coverage over the deer, full coverage over the berries and the stone up here on the northern side of her base, northwestern side of her base. These walls are immaculate. Coverage right here on the western gold as well. And we should be getting castle for Avely fairly soon. He's just missing food. But what I think it's I was gonna say about 700 food per minute. So yeah, the 1200 food would be coming in pretty damn soon as well. Obviously has the gold. And there we go. The Grand Fulani Corral. 12 villagers on that 2 TC play, 46 villagers for Faye Chen. 2 villagers for her have been killed off, but that's not that big of a deal considering she is on 2 TC. The worrisome part is going to be the follow-up though on what she has planned after Avely hits castle, because that's going to be the main situation, the main like make or break for her is how she reacts to the castle age Malian. I don't want to say all in, but it's a very, very aggressive play. The moment that they hit castle, they're just able to crank out so many units so fast, and it just seems like it's an endless swarm. If you're not able to react properly, it just feels like you're drowning constantly against it. A little bit of a attempt. There are Lamentinite down there though, and archers have came out. They are going to get poked down by javelin throwers since Faye Chan did go for the Silk Road contract, currently sitting on 8 javelin throwers, and now going for the Golden Horn Tower in the back of the base, of course. And now this is going to be making let's see, where are we gonna, I doubt she's gonna go into camel riders, so she might not even upgrade it to veterancy or upgrade the contract to veterancy just to get a couple more rounds of javelin throwers in for free, instead of having to do a little 50-50 on whether she gets javelin throwers or camel riders. What I would really like to see though is a mercenary house right here next to the trade post in order to grab some of the French crossbows, because that'll be very, very strong against the inevitable mass sofa switch that'll be happening. As of right now, Avely is sitting on 42 villagers, 18 military, 15 archers, 1 sofa, 2 warrior scouts. And there is an Iman out on the field. Where are you, Mr. Iman? That's not you. That's not you. Where are you, Mr. Iman? You didn't pick up a relic yet. There's 2 more Imans. Okay, there's the first Iman. Oh, the first Iman already picked up a relic. Second Iman is moving over to the same relic, but might be queued up somewhere else as well. Javelin throwers are able to pick off an archer without actually losing much. Veterancy does come through. The veterancy contract as well as veterancy for the Lamentinite are through, which means we're going to be getting camel riders as well as javelin throwers are available for Faye Chan. Level 5 on the golden, or level 5 on the cistern is going to be giving a nice boost onto the Golden Horn Tower. 3rd pit mine coming up in the essentially the center of the map for Avely. It will be getting fully surrounded very, very soon as well. We need, are you a Manganao? Yes. This Manganao outpost needs to get fortified. That is going to be an extremely good little vantage point for our Byzantine player. Attempted run by coming through over here on the northwestern side of Faye Chan's base. Thankfully fully walled. Gonna come up, single villager, going to be throwing an outpost, hopefully with another Manganao emplacement. The Lamentinite are extremely solid units. Teardrop shield coming through as well. Yes, I'm actually a huge fan of the Byzantines now. At first I didn't care about them. I didn't like the hype or I'm not gonna say hype. I really did appreciate the hype. I didn't appreciate the way that people spoke about them, like, oh, you need a PhD to be good with them, you need a PhD to learn how to play them. I really don't like that style of or I really don't like when people talk about civilizations that way, because what it does is it heavily deters new players. Like, for me, it's not that I'm a new player or anything. Obviously, I've been playing since the game came out. I've mentioned it before. I don't like when people say that it's a difficult civ, because in reality it's not that hard to play. The hard part is when you pigeonhole yourself into a specific landmarks. Like Imperial Hippodrome, you need to remember the Triumph. When you go into the Cistern of the First Hill, you need to remember the Flask, or you could just toggle it. It's actually not that big of a deal. I use it toggled. It works out perfectly fine. But when people make such a huge deal about it, I don't know. Anyways, tangent over, whatever. Let's continue back with the game. Faye Chan sitting on 76, 77 villagers, 68 military, 43 Lamentinite, 20 javelin throwers that do have veterancy, and 4 camel riders that are gonna eventually do quite a bit of work, in all honesty, because of that. Oh, this is a lot of Lamentinite that are going to be getting picked off slowly but surely. The 50% damage reduction doesn't really doesn't affect them, or doesn't help them stay longer against poison. They're still going to be taking the damage as is, but the focus fire, it looks like Faye Chan basically just gave up on this little army that she had right here. The focus fire could have been a lot better on those javelin throwers, or for those javelin throwers onto the archers. Meanwhile, there is a push down in the middle. Camel riders, javelin throwers, Lamentinite, all coming through. But Faye Chan does need to be a little bit, cautious so she doesn't get heavily flanked. She is down she was down 10 military, and if Avely is able to stutter step properly, he would be able to pick off a lot of units on the retreat with those poison tipped arrows. A few Sofa do try to go in, do a little bit of damage, not too much, and we might be getting our first major battle. Our first major battle going down right here in the center of the map. We do need to see a lot of focus fire coming down from the javelin throwers on our Byzantine side onto the archers of our Malians. The Lamentinite are staying strong in the front. They are able to dish out quite a bit of damage onto the Sofas, but the archers, there are a lot of archers. Meanwhile, there's a good chunk of reinforcements that were staying idle behind the javelin throwers for our Byzantine. Those did need to get pushed up a lot sooner. They would have potentially made a big difference in this. Shield wall does need to get activated onto the Lamentinite. That just made it into the battle, which they do. I believe they actually have it up. They're still running pretty damn quick for having reduced movement speed. And I think it was basically a draw after all of that. Like, I'm not even kidding. Faye Chan probably got a little bit better. I think Faye Chan got the better end of that deal, but all in all, I must say it was pretty much even. Like, that was a very solid fight from both sides. Avely was able to get a lot of focus fire in. He was able to keep a huge chunk of his archers alive, which is the most important part of this, because now he's going to be able to come in, attack once again, let the damage over time do its deal. And at the same time, Faye Chan, she was able to sustain and keep a lot of her javelin thrower mass, and that's the most important thing for her. Was the Lamentinite are sacrificial for the most part. The main thing you don't want is for your javelin throwers to get wrecked, and they didn't, so that was perfect. Like, and now Faye Chan does have 2 mangonels out on the field. A little bit of an attempted run by over here on the southern part of Faye Chan's base. Villagers did get pulled in order to repair up that gate before it does go down. And like I said, 2 mangonels are out for Faye. She's sitting on 98 villagers, 17 of which are being idled. She has fix that though. 60 military, 4 faye, 34 Lamentinite, 21 javelin throwers, 4 desert riders, not raiders, a springald with 2 NQ, 2 mangonels, and as well as a monk going out and grabbing a couple of the relics. But for Avely, he is sitting, his eco is a lot, his villager count is a lot less, but his eco, remember, is very, very passive. He does generate passive income or passive resources from the Grand Fulani Corral, as well as his pit mines. One of those pit mines did get denied out, so currently sitting on 2. Third one is getting rebuilt. No, just a couple villagers are over there. That should be getting rebuilt pretty soon. But the main thing is Avely's military, which is absolutely insane right now, sitting almost at 100, over 100 military now, 65 archers, 34 sofa, and this fight right here is gonna be the nice mangonel shots onto the back line. Is he gonna be able to get another good shot? Okay, stutter stepping forward. The archers are in melee range now, but the javelin thrower or the mangonels have done a lot of damage. The sofas themselves have been pretty much cleaned up. Holy crap. And we're gonna have our Byzantine player hold, even though it was nearly twice the military count for our Malian player, stutter stepping back and still getting a lot of kills. And a lot of damage is being done onto those Lamentinite, even without the poison tipped arrows, still able to just kill them off. Faye Chan is able to keep one. Wait, was Faye able to keep one of the mangonels up, or is that a brand new mangonel? I think she was actually able to keep one. Up. 4 springolds are in play now. Okay, Sofa is attempting to go down. Was attempting to do a run by, but there's 5 sofas, 6 sofas right here chilling. The Lamentinite and Desert Rider versus 6 sofas. This is actually going to be a good fight for her, because guaranteed to get at least 1 or 2 sofas. 1 sofa. Yeah, okay, 1 sofa for sure. Probably not the second one. No, that was wishful thinking. But Faye Chan's economy is massive. 113 villagers, 53 military against 62 villagers and 69 military, 54 archers, 14 sofas. Half of those sofas, well, not half, 6 of those sofas, 5 of those sofas are over here attempting to do another run by, but they're going to be greeted by a reinforced mangonel outpost. Yeah, they are not going to be able to do much there. Attempted run by over here on the northern side, and there is going to be a little bit of a poke with these javelin throwers. Faye Chan is sitting on 3 javelin throwers, or 3 mangonels now. 33 Lamentinite, 25 javelin throwers, 4 springolds, 3 desert riders, and of course the 3 mangonels that we previously mentioned. Another attempted run by coming over here on the northernmost part of the map from Faye Chan onto Avely. Avely has secured his 3rd. Oh, be careful with those javelin throwers. Faye Chan does need to micro these back and not take so much damage. The poison tipped arrows are going to still do quite a bit of damage over time, and I like this push forward from Faye Chan. This is taking a book straight out of the English player's manual. Slow push with your slow push with your outposts, except the major difference in this case is these are mangonels. Like, these are mangonel outposts. That's going to be additional splash damage coming through. A little bit of an attempted run by over here on the northern pit mine. They are going to be able to get this and actually get a couple villager kills as well. 3 villager kills for Avely, 10 for Faye Chan right now. Oh, what's going on over here? Attempted run by as well with a bunch of sofas from Avely onto Faye Chan. Faye Chan does need to be careful. There are 3 springolds out for Avely right now, 3 in queue. Faye needs to snipe out those springolds before they snipe out her mangonels, and they're moving forward. Oh, Avely's not paying attention. Okay, there they go. First springold goes down. Second springold might be, first mangonel did goes down. Second mangonel, no. One mango, one sprinkled go down for Faye. And that shot was absolutely terrible. Okay. No, go back. Faye Chan needs to retreat from this. Otherwise, she is gonna lose so much for no reason right there. Able to get 2 sofas at least. That's better than nothing. And now we're getting forward walls getting placed by Faye in order to make her position a little bit better, a little bit safer. She still needs to be very, very careful with the mangonels and the springleds that she has. Make sure that they don't get sniped out. Needs to micro them back. 80 military for Avely, 66 archers, 18 sofas, 5 springles, a counterweight trebuchet in order to deal with these outposts, because that's reinforced. It doesn't have the whatchamacallit in it yet, the mangonel, so it will get sniped out, or it will get destroyed pretty quickly pretty soon. Okay, we do have Imperial coming through for Faye, so she needs to back off. She can't afford to take a fight right now since she is throwing so many resources. What is that, 3,600 resources into aging up? But she does not care. She's going to be taking this fight regardless, and that is a lot of damage coming onto those Lament Knight in the front. One springled for one springled. The worst part about it though is that it doesn't really matter for Avely. He's currently still sitting on 6 springles, as we're with Faye only has 1. Imperial does come through for Faye, and it was the Foreign Company. Oh wow, I don't remember the full name of it. Where are you, Mr. Foreign Company? That is some immaculate farms back here. Here it is. Foreign Engineering Company. I would rather go for the Royal Cannon instead of the Nest of Bees, considering you have mangonels out already. Like, you probably should go for the Royal Cannon. I don't know, this is kind of a difficult scenario. Do you want to go for more AoE, but you don't have the springled lead, so it's not like you're going to be able to snipe out the springleds before they snipe out your I don't know. I don't think there was a solid choice right there. What the heck? This wall still wasn't made? That's kind of weird. That wall was being created for the last like 5 minutes and it still wasn't done yet. Little by little. Ooh, nice little kill. Wait, how did that die? I didn't see the... Interesting. Villagers are getting picked off over here that were on stone. I don't think at this point it really matters for Faye. She does need more military than villagers at the moment in order to be able to hold this, but Nest of Bees does get sniped off. The mangonels are gonna start getting sniped off as well. The siege for Faye just didn't do anything at all that entire fight. They got picked off right. Well, the Nest of Bees got picked off right before the fight started. Right when this fight did start, a mangonel went down, and the second mangonel actually had to reposition itself, which didn't allow it to get a single shot off. Faye Chan is sitting on 111 villagers with 60 military now. But is that going to be enough in order to hold? And we do have a Hui Hui Pow. We have 2 Hui Hui Pows out for Faye Chan. I don't think that was a good idea, because she's not destroying buildings anytime soon. Yeah, these Hui Hui Pows do have hella range. Oh, Greek fire though. Oh, that Greek fire. Yes. Okay, that was a brilliant idea by Faye Chan then. Long distance Greek fire. Very, very good. Very smart. As long as she doesn't just keep donating army though. Another little attack coming through here. 1 springle does go down for Avely, 1 goes down for Faye. And now the front line for Faye though has been burned through by the archers. And now the sofas are making it into the back line, into the javelin throwers. But Faye is just staying strong. She's not moving. She's not kiting backwards or anything. She was allowing the sofas into the back line. That way the reinforcements for her reinforcing Lament and I were able to get to them faster and just cut through them. GG gets called, game goes to Faye. That was a really good showcase of the resilience of the Byzantine. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys next time. Wow, got a little tongue tied there. GG, no re.